Good morning, my dear students. Today, in this session, we will start with Learn Well English. Lesson number 4.1. Name of the lesson is Aesop's Fables. Since your childhood, you have heard or read many stories of birds and animals. You must have read stories such as the thirsty crow, fox and the grapes, the wolf and the lamb, and many other stories. Such stories are called fables and are said to have been told by a Greek called Aesop. They are popularly known as Aesop's fables. We don't know for certain who this Aesop was or where he lived, but it is said that he was a slave and lived in Greece about 26 years ago. See, the picture is given. Aesop's pic is given. He was so good at storytelling that his master, being pleased with him, gave him freedom from his bondage. At that time, Greek was ruled by a king whom the people didn't like. They wanted a new king in his place. Aesop told them a story to show that the new king could be even worse. The story he told was like this. You can see that he used to say the stories to the people of Greece. Once upon a time, the frogs were discontented because they had no one to rule over them. Some of the frogs went to god Zeus and asked him to give them a king. Zeus thought they were stupid to ask for this, as they were better off without a king. So he threw a log into the pond where they lived and said it would be their king. At first, the frogs were terrified by the splash and scuttled away into the deepest parts of the pond. But when they saw that the log did not move from where it was, they came up to the surface one by one. By and by, they grew bolder and bolder and began to look down their noses at their new king. Very soon, they were jumping up and sitting on the king's body. In fact, the frogs did not think much of this sort of a king, so some of them went to Zeus again. They begged the god to take away that lazy king and send them a better one. Zeus was annoyed at being pestered in this way, so he sent a stork to rule over them. Now see, you can see over here the stork as a king in the pond. As soon as the stork arrived, he began to catch and eat the frogs as fast as he could. But by telling this story, Aesop showed the people that the new king would be even worse. So they ought to be thankful for what they had and not grumble. Moral of the story is, children, one should remain contented with one's lot. You should be satisfied, means by this story you should be satisfied. By reading this story, I mean to say that you should be satisfied with what you have. More and more new demands, it might be in future you might not be satisfied with that things which you have. There are many such fables attributed to Aesop. At first they were not written down. People carried them in their head, and young people learned them from hearing older people tell them. About 350 years ago, a French writer named La Fontaine put them down in French, and now we have their translations in almost all languages of the world. This fellow had not written the stories, he was just saying orally, and that time the people used to keep in the mind. The stories were in their heads, in their minds. There was no written stories, but one French writer wrote in French language all these stories, and now they are translated in all the languages, and now we get the story books available, stories told by Aesop. Another of Aesop's fables was about a dog who lay in a manger. He would snap and growl whenever the cows came there to eat the hay. What a selfish dog! The cows would say, he cannot eat the hay. He was no need of it, yet he doesn't let us eat it. When people call someone a dog in the manger, they mean to say that the fellow doesn't let others have something even though he doesn't need to himself. Manger means you don't use that particular thing and you don't allow others also to use that particular a long open box that cows or horses can eat from. But you also don't eat, you don't use, and you don't allow others also to use that particular thing. So children, from this story you have to learn that whatever things you have, you should be satisfied. No doubt you should have an high hopes, high aims to get more, but the thing is, what presently you have, you should be satisfied with that particular life.